Hello children, let us complete the last part of the periodic table, that is modern periodic table. And this was given by Henry Moseley and it is based on a better fundamental property than atomic mass, that is atomic number. What is atomic number? That is the number of protons which is equal to the number of electrons in an atom. And why this is better fundamental property? Because no two elements have the same atomic number. Before doing modern periodic table, let us do modern periodic law. Physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic numbers. Physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic numbers. Now, periodicity in the modern periodic table. What is periodicity? That is the reoccurrence of similar properties after regular intervals. That is reoccurrence of similar properties after regular intervals. And in the modern periodic table, the cause of periodicity is the reoccurrence of similar electronic configuration. Here I gave one example. I wrote three elements of group 1, lithium, sodium, potassium. If we write the configuration, then it is 2, 1, 2, 8, 1 and 2, 8, 8, 1. And what is similarity? That they all are having one electron in their outermost shell. So, reoccurrence of similar electronic configuration after a regular interval. If we hydrogen, that is also having one electron in the outermost shell, and if we move in a period, then also here it is helium with the atomic number 2, then comes the lithium, then here comes neon, and after neon there is sodium having one electron in the outermost shell. So, reoccurrence of similar electronic configuration, that is the cause of periodicity in the modern periodic table. Next is salient features of modern periodic table. First one is group, as there are 18 vertical columns in the modern periodic table, and group 1 to then 13 to 17 they are called main group elements or representative elements, as their outermost shell is incomplete. Group 3 to 12 they are called transition elements. Why they are called transition elements? Because their second outermost shell is also incomplete, as it can lose electron from the this is valence shell. Outermost shell is called the valence shell, and this is the second outermost shell. This is called penultimate shell. Penultimate shell, and their penultimate shell is also incomplete, so that is why they can lose electron from outermost shell as well as from the penultimate shell, and they usually show variable valency. Group 3 to 12 they are transition elements. Group 18 they are noble gases. Why they are called noble gases? Because they have stable electronic configuration. Now periods, there are 7 horizontal rows, and horizontal rows they are called periods, and there are 7 horizontal rows in the modern periodic table. And first period, that is the shortest period, which is having 2 elements. Second and third period second and third period, that is the short periods having 8 elements each, and fourth and fifth period they are the long periods having 18 elements, and sixth period, that is the longest period, having 32 elements, and seventh period, that is still incomplete period. And at the bottom of the modern periodic table there is a, in group 3 and period 6th there are set of elements with atomic number 57 to 71. They are called lanthanides. And in group 3 period 7, there are elements at the bottom of the periodic table. They are with atomic number 89 to 103. They are called actinides, and actinides, they are radioactive. Radioactive elements which disintegrates. Radioactive elements are those which disintegrates. So this is all about the modern periodic table. And next one is, and why these lanthanides and actinides, they are placed at the bottom of the periodic table? Because they are large in number, and if they are placed in the main body of the periodic table, that will distort the shape of the modern periodic table. That is why they are placed at the bottom of the periodic table. Our next topic is types of elements. Number 1, representative elements. They are also called S and P block elements, that you will do in higher classes, why they are called S and P block elements. Group 1, that is called alkali metals. Why they are called alkali metals? Because they, when they react with water, they form strong alkalis, and they are the most reactive metals. They are in group 1, they are called alkali metals, and group 2, they are alkaline earth metals. Alkaline earth metals, why they are called so? Because they react with the, they also react with the water and form alkalis, but less stronger than group 1. Then group 13, that is called boron family. Why this is called boron family? Because the first element is boron. Group 14, that is carbon family. First element is carbon. Group 15, that is nitrogen family, and the first element is nitrogen here. Group 16, that is oxygen family, and here also the first element is oxygen. And group 17, they are the halogens, and they are the most reactive non-metals. Why they are called halogens? Because they are salt formers. They are salt formers, that is why they are called halogens. Second type of elements, that is transition elements, and transition elements are there in group 3 to 12, that is in the middle of the periodic table, and they are also called D block elements. Why they are called transition elements? Because their last two shells are incomplete. Valence shell as well as penultimate shell, both are incomplete. That is why they are called transition elements, and they are usually used as catalysts. They have high boiling and melting point, and they are used as catalyst, and they show variable valency. They show variable valency because their two shells are incomplete. Next are inner transition elements. Inner transition elements, they are called F block elements, and they are there in 6th and 7th period of group 3, and when it is there in the 6th period and group 3, they are called lanthanides, and when they are there in group 3 period 7, they are called actinides. And the fourth category types of elements, that is noble gases or inert gases, they are there in group 18. Group 18, and that is also called or zero group. Group 18 or zero group, that is called noble gases. Why they are called noble gases or inert gases? Because they have the stable electronic configuration. They are having 8 electrons in their outermost shell, except the helium, which is having 2 electrons in the K shell. K shell become complete with the 2 electrons. That is why they are called noble gases. Next are bridge elements. Elements of second period show resemblance in properties with the elements of next group of third period. See here, This is group 1, 2, 13 and 14, and period 2 elements, that is lithium, beryllium, boron and carbon, and period 3 elements, that is sodium, magnesium, aluminium and silicon. And some of the properties of lithium are similar with the magnesium, and beryllium is having similarity with the aluminium, and boron is having similarity with the silicon. So they are forming a diagonal relationship in their similar properties. That is why, because they are forming a bridge, so that is why they are called bridge elements. And some elements, they are called typical elements, third period elements like sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur and chlorine. They summarize the properties of their respective group. They represent their group, that is why they are called typical elements. Thank you. Yes, yes.